Well, hello, Scott here. Welcome back to the channel. And we are in Budapest today. This is mid-May, just gone. And we have found the Grand Enchilada. Elizabeth rather eagerly making her way into Lidl, as you can see, to see what this one is like, right in the centre of Budapest. And there were lots of branches of Lidl in Budapest. This one in particular was at the Arani Ionusutica, which is quite near the opera, and straight into the beverages. Lots and lots of different types of flavoured water, still water. Elizabeth getting into the raspberry coloured one that she really liked. There it is, look. No sugar added, but loads and loads of different types of water, loads of drinks. Very similar really to UK. And then this rather sorry looking deli counter, which took up quite a big chunk of the store, as you can see, but the actual counter itself, not much to look at. More beverages, so juice, drinks, smoothies, I think, as we walk through here. And yes, what's that? Juices, maybe? Freeway, I think that's the sub-brand that we see here. The milk, rather untidily stacked there. Tej is the Hungarian word for milk, as you can see there. Elizabeth looking at the yogurts. Just a little bit untidy there, but generally speaking, we found Lidl there's the milk again, Lidl in Hungary to be slightly more upbeat, slightly more well-manicured store than perhaps other places we've been. The other thing which was ice creams there, and frozen pizzas, all in the English language, notice, nothing there in Hungarian. Stone-baked pizza, ham. So you've got to be able to speak English to a degree if you want to go shopping in Lidl. I guess the stock must go throughout Europe. A bit of a fixation on crinkle-cut fries throughout the whole country, really. Crinkle-cut chips everywhere. Then into the fresh fruit and veg. A little bit more frozen food there on the right-hand side. Now, one thing which is notable, frozen berries there, one thing which is notable about this, there's the meat. Meat looked good. Carrots there on the floor. But one thing that is notable, there is no middle of Lidl in this store, which we found quite surprising. Elizabeth tore the place apart looking for it. She loves the middle of Lidl, but no, couldn't find it anywhere. Well, didn't exist. Obviously not something that they do maybe in just the city centre stores. Okay, grocery areas now. Wine. Now, wine was cheap. I bought a bottle of wine here. Again, they're all very similar brands to what you see at Lidl in the UK. It was like £3 for a bottle of wine. Some of the baked goods were identical to what you'd see in the UK. Some were a little bit different, as you can probably just about make out there. Wrapped bread there. And then what are we into? Is that long life milk, I think, as we walk through into some other areas of ambient grocery. I think there's some cooking oil we just saw a little glimpse of there a second ago. They did chilled beer and wine, which is quite unusual. Because this was there's the wine I bought. You might recognise that from UK stores. And similar to chocolate, you might recognise. Now, we're getting to the point, there's the bit where you recycle your glass, so your plastic bottles. We're getting to the point now where I was told to stop filming in just about a minute or so. The guy said to me, in this store you're not allowed to make video, so which I pretty much understood. So I stopped at that point, but we're not there yet, a minute or two yet. Then we're doing cookies, as you can see. I found those a bit expensive. Now, because it was a city centre store, it was open till midnight. The store hours were, I think, 6 until midnight. But they don't serve alcohol between 10 and 12, so they can just rope that bit off. There is the meat again, as you can see, and poultry. 2,500 forints there is £5 just for comparison purposes. And we are now going towards the tills. Virtually all the tills were self-serve. I didn't see a person behind a till. Some brands here that you might recognise, both the Lidl brands and the sort of national and international brands there. Elizabeth carrying her water. In fact, there is a till with a person there. Look, I tell a lie. A bit more foil, cling film, cleaning process. Oh, Durex. There we go. And this is pretty much the point where I was told to stop filming, I think, just about here. The Purcell must have been quite sensitive. Anyway, straight out into St Stephen's Basilica. A very pleasant Lidl. Hope that was of some interest to you. See you again soon. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, I'd be very grateful if you could like this video and hit that notification bell. If you do that, you'll continue to receive lots more rubbish just like this.